is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Here we f***ing go.
Go then. This is our
Exactly.
final battle.
Oh, goosebumps everywhere. Peril!
For the past 3 years, I have sought out to play through games I never could due to one reason or another. These are the games I've completed since. I have now decided to just upload my journeys to YouTube so others may go through them with me. This is my journey through.
Metaphor, ReFantazio.
Everyone, he's awake.
Is he alright?
Jesus, Hulkenberg.
Thank the stars.
Huh. Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
He what?
Well, don't leave out Hythlodaeus. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
I was thinking about
Never again.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked. True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse.
Huh?
What?
It looks so fucking cool. He's so hot.
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
This shit is inspiring
Yes,
me.
You're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did. After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me.
Oh, shit.
Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself, you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies?
So much to talk about fantasy.
I will never let injustice be repeated. Never! again!
Oh, Luis? It sounds like his theme, but a little different.
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Here we fucking go.
Go then. This is our
Exactly.
final battle.
Oh, goosebumps everywhere. Peril!
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew. You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
We will win this. For the sake of our world.
Jesus Christ.
There is
Alright.
no power in your fantasy.
Going for the weak spot.
Who should I be? Oh, awesome souls, do your thing!
With blade in hand! Attack!
Shout out to the south.
Formation!
Let's go!
I figured as much. Sorry, just attack this one.
Give in to anxiety.
The chance of being anxiety is at its peak.
My shoulder.
Oh, fuck you. What'd I give you electric dodge for?
This heralds a new
Holding up an incredible amount of magma.
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice. Sacrifice yourself.
The New Dawn
to the new
sacrifice.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Deadly
Behold
magma
this
puppets.
power.
Attack him before he swallows more. Burn!
Our new
You better be ready.
ideals have no need.
The puppet's magma's fading.
Night!
Alright, heal.
I knew you'd help.
Thanks.
Thank you.
The
Minus
world
power.
of old.
A magic seed!
Masked dancer. This might sting.
With the sacrifice lost, the area is calm. Ha! Damn, what the fuck did Hulkenberg do to you?
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Here I go! Get right in there!
Oh my
Beat him
god.
down,
For all that we strive for! Oh, bolts of lightning!
I won't hold back! This is it!
The puppet's magma's fading.
Dancer. Going for the weak spot.
You better be ready.
There is no
Blade in hand!
power in your fantasy.
First foe!
With the sacrifice lost, the area is calm. Okay. I don't even remember doing any buffs. That did nothing.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Back in the middle.
Mysterio, they're wearing down your defenses.
The magic seed!
The puppet's magma's fading.
Dancer. This might sting.
of lightning!
Come forth, royal soul!
Jesus Christ. That one's getting fucked in the middle.
Tactic.
Alright, she's gonna have to heal this time.
I'll stay.
You defy me.
Take this!
Thanks, Gallica. We have 7 turns right now.
I call upon a loyal soul. You down? Going for the weak spot. Basilio, they're wearing down your defenses.
You're out.
Right in their weak spot.
Oh,
Beat 'em
power
down,
of
Basilio.
heroes!
But right now, heal.
Will not let you die.
That helped us out.
That helped.
By this power. This is it!
Fast dancer. This might sting.
All right.
Come! Attack! Great reformation!
Fuck him up. Yeah, I know.
My strength!
Well, you dodged. Okay, you dodged it.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Hulkenberg, you've got several ailments slowing you down. Going for the weak spot.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing. Get ready.
Oh my, that did 10,000 damage. Oh my god.
Oh, power of heroes! Attack!
I owe you one.
Great reformation!
So let's go. This is it.
I'll show you. You can count
Thanks.
on me.
That helped us out.
Heal for a little bit. And now you charge
better be
again.
ready.
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth. Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
Audacity!
You.
Sounds like he says, fuck you.
Building up an incredible amount of magma.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That highs. Oh, no, I'm stupid. It's more than one UG.
With blade in hand! Fast move!
I won't hold back. The magic seed.
The puppet's magma's mating. This might sting.
Come in.
Basilio left him wide open.
Come!
Let's hit
This
that
won't
new
do.
weakness.
To you!
This is it.
My strength!
Did we even buff?
Basilio, nice dodge.
Hell yeah. Didn't give him a chance to do anything.
Fast dancer. Going
Let me
for
start
the
on this
weak
one, because this
spot.
one's about to die soon.
There is no power in your
Get
Right
ready.
in their weak spot.
For all
Beat him
that
down,
we strive
Basilio.
for! Attack! Great reformation!
by this power. The magic seed.
Nice hit. This'll be over fast, dancer. This might sting.
Come in.
You're out.
Oh, power of heroes!
I guess just sit down and.
Lightning!
Come forth, royal soul. This is it.
Hey, block and repel and a dodge.
Fast, dancer.
keep it longer.
For all that we strive for!
Have no need for
Attack!
Help us out.
Formation!
the magic seed.
Who's next?
Please, after you.
How hard is this fucker about to hit? That's without the weakness. Alright, hold the phone, hold the phone. Okay, we're already all good there. Heal.
I owe you one.
I have a plan.
There is no power in your fantasy.
I'll give mass, dancer. This might sting.
Make sure it stays a little longer. You charge.
The world of old.
I defer
And
to
its
you.
people. I'm counting on you.
This might be a good
This is probably
strategy.
a waste of so much. How hard is he about to hit?
You're out of here.
Hey, focus up, Basilio.
There ain't no goddamn way that just happened. Basilio.
Come! A mystic shield!
Fight a losing battle.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. I swear I had a healing thing.
This is it.
I'll mass, dancer. Going for the
Make sure
weak
you stay
spot.
down.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Observe the enemy.
Is there any way to get back to him?
To you!
The world of old.
Don't
Yes.
please, after you.
All right. Don't fuck this up this time, Basilio.
Get
There we go. 15K.
My world. My perfect world.
I wanted him to do that so bad. Here we go.
Not yet.
Phase 2.
I refuse. I won't let it end like this.
Peril. Possibly for the last time.
You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
His magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down.
Ha!
The weak deserve to die. The bastard's own words, yeah?
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it.
Luis Guiaban!
Ha!
Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this. Give us our final call to arms.
Come on, everyone. Let's go.
This is our last chance. We've
To
come
the rear
this far.
Oh,
Forward.
We have to end this here
Destroyer
and now.
Charadrius.
Vitus power.
This counts as a whole new thing. But these guys have no fucking MP.
The magic seed.
This is just what I need. Going for the weak spot.
Let's just do as much as I can right now. I'll just charge 15. Okay, that's good. Let me see if that's enough.
The
For all
world
that
of
we
old
strive for!
and its people shall
I'm not gonna do that this time. That's 40 MP. Never mind. This is a little lore.
Come forth, royal soul.
I'm about to run out of MP too.
This is it. Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety.
Okay. Oh, he removes his own debuffs. What does that mean?
Watch me for powering.
Do it again.
Just hold on. Cilio left him wide open.
God damn, that hit hard. Heal.
That helped us out.
Thanks.
By this power, the magic seed.
He's already almost half dead. Ah, okay.
A losing battle.
Oh, someone dodged.
So annoying.
Falkenberg's guard is down.
Okay, you're still in. You gotta go.
I shall disengage.
Here I go. Basilio's been hit with some kind of
Here I go. Have no need.
Again. Summoner. I must
Can
do
you help?
something.
Thanks.
That helped. Nice hit. Now
Thank fuck.
It's the dance for you. You might say it's to die for. Behold this power.
Alright, Basilio, hit him hard as fuck again.
You're out.
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down, Basilio. Kings, give me strength. This may be. I must concentrate.
Oh.
Yufa hit their weakness.
Let's stay calm.
Basilio, switch out for
Our time.
Stroll.
Why? Why can you not understand my ideals?
I still don't know what that means. Ow.
Badly hurt.
My goodness. June is dead.
I shall vanquish evil.
Nope, you bring her back to life.
Could do with this.
Time for my transfer.
You heal.
Thanks. Power. Thanks.
Helpful as ever.
Captain,
There is
you've
no
got your
royal
weapons
soul
down.
in your fantasy.
One last cry.
This I'll show you. Burn!
No holding back.
Right on target.
Holy.
Summoner.
I'm out of MP.
No, if we all work together. Now is it those souls of kings. Give me strength. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's okay. We can do this. Let's go.
I can't do a damn thing.
Maybe not.
I'm counting on you.
Behold this power!
Has it come to this?
Raging fire! You sure don't give up easy.
Warrior! Hack and slash! Tougher than I thought.
That move is so busted.
A world born of fantasy. It must not be. Feel true terror.
Ow. Ha.
Feel true
Oh.
terror.
I need to get Judah the fuck up out of here.
We gotta wake up! I'm focusing my power!
Oh, thank you.
I can protect us. Aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
I knew you'd help.
I owe you.
Juna's down! Someone, quick!
Here.
Get her back! Time for my grand comeback!
Alright, Hythlodaeus, it's your
The
time.
rest is yours.
My turn.
Warrior! Has it come to this?
You gotta aim better than that!
You gotta be fucking kidding me, Stroll.
The Clemar, a foolish people tainted with guilt, be gone from this world.
Is he aiming for Stroll right now?
What's happening?
I feel so heavy.
I see your game.
Ha! Let's go.
Take my fullest power. Help me finish this.
I have one more attack in me. Let's see if I can get another one of those.
Looking good here.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Has it come to this?
I call upon royal power within.
You gotta aim better than that. Summoner. This I'd rather refrain for now.
Come forth, royal soul.
Will this finish it off? I doubt it.
Still here?
Yep.
Be gone!
This is it.
Oh,
Someone get him back on his feet! That's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Hythlodaeus! Stroll got knocked down! Can anyone get him back on his feet? Healing power!
My thanks.
Let's stay calm.
Bunch of ailments slowing you
back,
down.
Joel.
Live to see another day.
Has it come to this?
Then
Oh,
again,
I thought
I leave it to you.
this is what I wanted.
Hack and slash.
Ah,
Feel true terror.
good.
I see your game.
Shout out to Hythlodaeus for dodging like every fucking turn.
Aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
This is the final
I
battle.
shall use this.
I knew you'd help.
Why? Has it come to this?
Being a favor, if I may.
Why? Has it
You
come
first.
to this?
After you.
Let's go. The magic seed.
Ha! Let's go. made sure I hit the final hit. I was gonna be Stroll for a while, but he kept fucking missing.
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Dawn breaks.
I don't know how that runner's going. It's me.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it!
Not yet. I have my ideals. Witness!
I was about to start crying. What the fuck just happened? It's not over yet.
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings. It's time to
I love this game so fucking much.
It's your turn to take your place with them.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Now do I get the king?
Now, die!
No. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
This goddamn game.
Damn you!
I just sliced him in half. Now that's gone too. Quest clear, save the country. I finally bested my adversary, Luis, who had become a threat to all mankind. Thankfully, the nightmare of an entire populace transformed to humans has been averted. This nation has some hope for a future.
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy
has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
Goodbye, more. Hello, Hythlodaeus, whatever, the 5th.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice... is that... could it be? But how?
Who
While
is that?
flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to.
Oh, it was a fairy.
So I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world.
Okay, but who are you?
Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand. For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand. I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you.
Our child?
Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believe that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within, provided they can.
So are you a fairy or are you my mother?
And never stop
I
walking toward
I
the
guess you were my mother a while ago.
Reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
I'm pretty sure that's my mom.
Indeed. But for
Yeah.
our son, a new journey now begins.
Goodbye, Hythlodaeus. Dad. Now it's time for the fallout of Luis and the coronation of a new king. Eventually. There we go.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who have gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Epilogue. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
You can't just
Oh,
crown
shut
the
up.
son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Oh,
Disorderly
brother.
conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided. And the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic.
Let's not do all that now, Godot.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
I just beat the king. Fuck. Oh my god.
Boy, Coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
I hope I can do this.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be
Maria's
nothing
with
for you.
us. I'm surprised Badeline isn't.
Of course, I'm fine.
If you say so. Just do relax your shoulders once you're out there, okay?
We've all made due arrangements.
This is my coronation. Couldn't we have
trust
all,
in us.
you know, dressed up for the
Your
occasion?
newfound dignity suits you
Why are we
well,
all dressed in the exact same fucking clothes?
Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Your Majesty. I hope I can live up to that title.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
And the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I
Fucking
hear that
weirdos.
many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
And their concern is justified. It's not as though I sway the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
I'm not sure how I'll rule.
In all honesty, I don't know what I can do for the country just yet. I'm still inexperienced. But I'll strive to do my utmost, with all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues.
Hey,
Better
let's
to
go.
say what
I
you
did
mean
a
with
good answer.
determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you.
Why are you guys
How
quizzing
do
me
you
right now?
respond to them?
I know mutual understanding will come slowly. I'll just have to keep doing everything I can for them.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Thanks for always having my
Thanks
back.
for always having my back.
Well, let's go.
I'm so happy
To His
Maria's here
Majesty,
with us. That makes me
the
so
new
happy.
king.
All right, a warm welcome, please! His Majesty the new king!
Fill her up!
Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words.
What, Juna?
Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The metaphor.
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
Oh, shit.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Long have I awaited the arrival of this day.
Me too. Oh, that was the new transition. I'm so stupid. I didn't realize it. I thought he was gonna start monologuing. Well, I didn't cry as much as I thought I would, but like I'm just like tearing up a bit. I'm just upset that I beat the game. This is taking a lot longer than I thought, and it's killing my vibe, but whatever. I'm afraid to say something because what if it loads as soon as I start talking? I should wait. Do I have
this journey?
Oh, my
has
dumbass!
reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
Oh?
1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
One year. 35.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Monterio Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this.
What?
The headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well,
that
she
makes me
is
so
one of
happy.
the king's six
Partisans.
If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
Hard to believe it's only been a full year. Only natural that there would still be unrest among the people.
Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything. And now he's out on his ear too.
Replaced by Sir Heismay Noctool. Let's fucking go!
The Royal Knights, led by a Ujif of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to
I thought they were gonna say
even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young Majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
People are smiling more now, but smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face. And why are you just here?
I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts?
Like, bro,
besides,
like I'm right
what
here.
business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
Why am I just walking around? It was like Goku at the end of GT. No. Yeah, the end of GT.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load.
Gallica, please.
And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
All this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery?
Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief. Some things
That hat
never
suits her.
change. Not that they should.
I'd
What
say
is
life
Stroll
has
now?
changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
You're gonna make me walk around? Just like having a stroll?
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up Sanctists.
My guy, what are
Those
you doing?
bloody church folk
why
been
are you
looking
just
down on us
be
for
here
years,
talking
you
to some
know?
drunk man?
Still, it was other Sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Sanctifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflicts.
Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you.
How does no one know how I look? I'm gonna see more optimism in the world. Still, it will take more time. Take more than that to affect true change. Jesus Christ, I cannot read. Still to this day. Maria?
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be.
It's fine. It's
Either
basically
way,
my second home.
Just keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard.
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud.
So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
No,
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Thanks, Fabienne.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely.
I love this game so
Right, Your
goddamn
Majesty.
much.
If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
I promise. After I talk to Maria. Wait. They're actually gonna make me able to walk around. There's more playing.
All right.
I have to go find Maria.
Hey?
Wait, no shot, you're gonna make me do this again. No way, you're making me do this again. Hi, Hulkenberg.
Come now. Of course. And so.
I should have been
Well,
whatever.
This.
What do you want to do?
I should have just read that. I'm so sorry, Hulkenberg. I should have read that. I'm not going back and doing that. Oh my god, everyone's here.
Pleasure to see you.
Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no?
But...
Yes, it's been tough, but I'm glad we managed so far. Quite right. Your critics are loud and open with their barbs, but plenty more have put their faith in you. Besides, most of those agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. All in a day's work for the royal adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope. I wonder if my mother would be the slightest proud to see me, who I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have. There's no doubt in my mind. I hope so. I was such a problem child. I'd like to make this a country where honest folk like my mother can be happy.
Now that you mention it.
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Dacharam, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He's since confessed his crime and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven our ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it. I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country has one, it's you, and I am proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nydia can walk about freely in our true forms. You're curious why I look like in my true form? I'd be happy to oblige. Let's say that for another time, shall we? You are the pride of this country. Goodbye, Alonso.
Oh.
Well, well. I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you. But I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself. Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, hmm? They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Bah, who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That becomes clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A UGF outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander? There was of course some opposition at first. I like how Basilio just like, no, go ahead, you can talk. There was of course some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they become. I'll be gradually. They needn't look further than the outcast who became their king.
True.
Indeed. You face no shortage of persecution, and look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different. Spread across all the tribes. Oh my god. I've realized oh my god, Jesus. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great the king, he alone is not a country made.
However,
yet he stands for those very people, as symbol and representative. That the king and those around him are of mixed tribes, it has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages.
Now that you mention it.
And just how is Tadari these days?
Yes.
He seems as busy as he can handle, now that he's resumed trade with other villages. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. And someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history books.
We shall.
We've a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path toward it, Your Majesty.
Yo.
Hey, I was expecting you again. Seems a right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort. Making your rounds, Basilio? Yeah, captain of the Charadrius Brigade reporting in. That's what he is. And I'm pleased to report that there's nothing to report, Your Majesty, so I'm taking a break. Bit of a mouthful in it. Still not used to calling myself a captain besides. We've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know? But don't you worry. I've got 2 eyes on them even when I ain't looking. The way I see it. They weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them the power, how power is supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in this city these days. Fewer and fewer are turned into a life of crime to make ends meet. If Delicate see Grand Trad today, his eyes would bug out. And not just Del, a lot of the guys who didn't make it. I only wish I could have seen it for themselves. Yeah, same. But as long as we keep him in our memory, it's as close to saving him as we can get. Binka included. We built this piece with a lot of blood and tears. So I'd say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them that didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stop being bad because you're king now.
Thank you.
You've been through a lot though, and thanks for not giving up on us, or the world for that matter. You spot any trouble that I didn't spot first, you just point me at it. I'll solve it quick, like. Hi, Ismay, Basilio. Goodbye.
Ah, brilliant. Thanks.
Lady Juna.
All right.
Brigitte here? Oh, she's over there.
My king.
Oh, there you are. Oh, that hat. She's so adorable. Filled her up. Heard you're in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. What inspection?
Hold on.
Really? Do you need to go back to bed? You were the one who sent me to the Mage Academy, were you not?
Well?
The Mage's Academy reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing, and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me, of all people, to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and shall I introduce you to my furry little friend? I scooped him up in the Academy of all places. No fucking way. During the reconstruction, they stumbled on the little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that cold, could he?
So...
Regardless, our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. It may even be hiding some secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with Myrtis.
Now we're talking.
She's been keeping well, I hope. More than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me coming to face with magic again.
Hey!
Surely you remember, music was the first magic born in this world, yes? When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others. And when they make hearts swell, why, there's no end to the magic. But just you watch. With music and magic on my side, I'm going to change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted, and if it makes the world a better place, why, isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rilla taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts.
Wait a sec.
Isn't that the cat from Academia? If that place is made of magic, how is it here in real life? To say nothing of how he could survive in the desert, ruined, buried in the snow. That shouldn't be possible, right? It's mystery after mystery around here. If memory serves, the last king did build himself a study in the Mage Academy. Do you think Academia was thought after that, maybe? I wonder what His Majesty, what more felt when he put this little guy in Academia. I didn't know you knew that too, Gallica.
All right now.
Oh, even Nearest. Oh, what brings His Royal Majesty here? Get to feel the wind on your face too, have you? I know how it is. I have the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau. Oh my god. I can register as I please, research as I please now. But something's missing. So I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner. In the way I do.
About that.
I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing. I knew you would agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. I'd rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither, in the runner. Not that I'm ungrateful for the gracious title you've given to a man who used to skulk about, modifying gauntlet runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from the Oceana to your, Palatio plates. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit, stuck at the beginning, on development. And it's times like this I need stimulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick? Are you going to send me another relic hunt? Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better off left untouched, they've become the guiding principles of my research, you know? Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generation is no engineer at all.
However...
Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even if I struggle with it, and I'm a bally genius. Ah, I knew it. What I needed is stimulation. Blah. Your Majesty. You know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go off for a spin, won't you? Adieu, girl sparkling clean, and always ready for takeoff.
All right then.
All right now.
This is Brigida and then Yufa.
Ain't this a pickle?
The king himself, out browsing the shops. Perhaps need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. Anything you'd recommend? One igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sold out of it at the moment. The igniter I made at the child's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children.
Say.
I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the igniter consortium. I can't help but think if I had been in this position sooner, then the church's violence, the tragedy of that village would have been prevented. Yeah, let's focus.
Brigitte.
What matters is how we move forward, though, right?
Yes.
Indeed, I can dwell on the past all I wish, but it won't change it. The future, on the other hand. I took up this post after I was nominated by my colleagues. In other words, okay, fucker, he just pushed me. In other words, I suppose that means people have expectations of me, and that I, too, am a spoke in the wheel of change. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think that all weapons can ever disappear from this world. There's all the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can, with all that I am, just as you do. Ah, yes. You remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. I forgot about her dog entirely. I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject the gentle dog to the atrocities I committed in her name. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. Goodbye, Brigitte. Oh yeah, goodbye, Neris. Oh, you're facing this way now.
Greetings.
Working hard as ever, fiddler up. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate.
Well,
shouldn't a Chief Magistrate delegate such tasks? That's a question I shall throw right back at you, Your Majesty.
In truth.
As you are undoubtedly aware, in the past many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. My brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is?
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not to turn to crime. And so I practice what I preach.
Now that you mention it.
The other day, I went to visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. Was Ovi doing well? Yes! We practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people had was God.
I do believe.
I want to fight for them to have options, under laws and systems that they can rely on, in addition to having higher power. A country where all the tribes with all their values can join in hands in harmony. That's what we need. You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you'll allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. Goodbye, Yufa.
All right then.
Three more.
Wonderful. Ain't this a pickle?
I just said fuck you to Oakenberg. Holy. Hey there, Barden. I genuinely do not care enough.
All right then.
Is that stroll? It wasn't goodbye after all, Katharina. We back. Oh, what if it ain't the big man himself? Good timing, mate. I just got back in town myself. Long time no see, Katharina.
All right.
Ain't it been? I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seekers Recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. Everyone's doing so well, and I'm so fucking happy. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what is beyond the sea, the sights, the magic. Everything's so fantastic. I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there. What country isn't a little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different. My head spins, making all the tribal bickering seem right dull, if I can speak my mind. But this country treated it for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. You turned it over.
Hold on.
Yeah, I knew you'd do right by the Parapets, so I bowed out early to give you a fighting chance. Just kidding. All my cohort have found jobs, and some of them have even picked up new skills from being out at the sea so long. But don't you worry about your kingly head. I'll have it all whipped up in a report for you. Who's think proper king is with it, yeah? Baby girl. Goodbye, Katharina. I'm gonna enjoy looking at you. Fine, I'll talk to Barden.
That's something.
What unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. The guards with you today. Ha, don't worry. I'm no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going over how the provincial governments are doing. We convened for the new year.
So,
how are things in Martira? Oh, it's as lively as it used to be, and we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. Oh my God, that dodgy mess you cleaned up for us feels like ancient history now. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, what? It's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns have employment and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be a part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's world, but I'm happy to share my feelings so others don't repeat my mistakes. Are things alright now?
Of course.
Indeed they are. The townspeople will play an active role in the policy and administration, and I'm not bearing that weight alone. Of course, some lords are like I was once, and would rather manage things at their sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to the public opinion can be laborious. With all the proceedings and disputes. Still, treating our lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble. And choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change. Goodbye, Barden. No notes.
All right then.
I can go inside the Gauntlet Runner.
Go.
Let me go in the Gauntlet Runner quick. One last time. I can't go here. No. Oh. Fuck you. I don't think I ever went up there. I didn't make nearly enough food. I didn't plant nearly enough plants. I read all the books. Actually, no, I didn't. I maxed out my royal virtues before I could. The teleporter. Washing machine. I know. That used to be your bed for a long time, Your Majesty.
All right then. Let's go.
Forgive me for being sentimental about it. Skulking about the city again, are we? Which is to say, Hulkenberg's on the hunt. The classic game of cat and mouse. Though who is which, I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed.
I mean...
Forgive me, I'll try to act a little more, I'll try to act more like a pretentious git from now on. No. That's rich. Oh, that royal blood in you is positively wasted, my friend. What are we to do with you? Not that I can talk. I actually came out of a bit of a breather myself.
So?
You know, he's general? Are you general of my fucking army? I see now that even those at the top have their struggles, a little too clearly. A general's duties feel overwhelming at times, but there are lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives. Remember our first meeting back at the recruitment center? I do. I was like, you are not my friend. And now you're one of my favorite characters in the game. I follow no one with nothing to my name, and you a struggling elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were a little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd have never realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions, and I certainly wouldn't have saved the Hollyans.
Thank you.
I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. You need to give yourself some credit, Stroll.
No.
I would still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you. You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. But show me the way and I'll blaze a trail. Now and always, it's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is as steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me, now and always. Stroll, I love you!
Stay there.
Goodbye, Stroll.
Wonderful.
Wait, that's my house. Let's go see Maria.
That reminds me.
Yep. She's happy now.
But
you can say that again. It's got you turn around since then. No doubt about it. I'm sure there will be differences of opinion, but your ideals are really come to fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me. What's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But me, that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're the one putting it in ink, that means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going? Maria, you haven't grown at all since I last seen you. Don't say that shit to me.
Oh.
Hello there.
Oh, right.
Oh.
I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise?
keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure
Grius,
Papa's smiling
the
down
goat.
on you too.
I miss him and his beautiful voice.
Hearing that from you
Oh.
really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly, and the burden of his momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
A place where I ought to be. Outside of myself, I ought to show. The path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yes, I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank
What?
you, Your Majesty.
Oh,
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Are we all here now?
Everyone.
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there.
All right, guys, we're drawing too much attention.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Would have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the
Yeah, we're
people
doing
from
this
the distant
ourselves.
regions.
We're taking care of it.
Guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
And that's why I'm going out on my excursions.
Last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
He's right. The capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls. So your excursions are now going to be outside the walls.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, Your Majesty!
Yeah?
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Hulkenberg,
Steady on,
please.
Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
That old woman could kill me if she wanted
There's
to.
more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
It was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Huh. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
I resolved to believe in my ideals no matter what may come up, even back then. Even if the world is slow to change, a king's belief can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
We did.
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
Get home safe, Maria.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Some days later. Now what? I said my official goodbyes, and I'm still holding back some tears. Not gonna be any dialogue, is there? Oh, never mind.
Are you really planning on leaving us?
I won't force you to come. I'm fine going alone.
Oh, you're coming with Gallica. I can't let myself stagnate. I want to learn more about the world.
I already told you.
Yeah, Gallica's coming no matter
I'll
what.
follow you wherever you go.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
I like that.
Never the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point back. Nagla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. Do you want to get a better grasp of it all? That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized, so I'll press onward. That's the best I can do.
That was your plan? You could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the ballet court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King. Bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog.
Never heard that word in my life.
Here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon
They're all here.
Hello? Are you not listening to me?
Oh, just
Sire,
you two?
You've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart.
Yeah, I was
the
thinking that.
capital
That's why I was like, we'll go above ourselves.
So you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
I'm glad, but not only the king leaving, 2 top officers are leaving.
I'm glad to hear that, but will that be all right?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
My friends and allies believe as I do. The support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still, this early into the new year, 'tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
The original
Smaller
squad.
Party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? We'll just have to lead by example.
Then let's go.
Right then, let's go.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world,
I've been smiling like
we
an idiot
seekers
for like the
all
past
shall
3
search
hours,
for
man.
our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
No shot. You guys stowaways. We have at least one stowaway.
awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Whoa! Shit. Let's fucking go! They brought Maria! Let's fucking go!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla.
That's all I care about.
Greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
Let's go, Maria. You're gonna see the world. Oh my god, I can't stop smiling. Fuck. I don't want it to end yet. Shoji Meguro, you goddamn fucking psychopath. You're a goat. Okay. This has been such an incredible fucking journey. I think it's safe to say Metaphor ReFantazio has officially dethroned Persona 5 Royal as my favorite video game of all time. Yeah. Yep. Metaphor ReFantazio is my favorite game of all time. It's the best game I've played, bar none. This shit was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so happy to have played this game. I almost didn't play it. But even though as small as I am, I put out a poll saying if anyone wanted to see me play this. People actually answered, and the answer was yes. So I played it. I am so glad I put out that poll. I almost skipped this because I'm tired. Well, not tired. It's just I'm so addicted to Persona. I'm like, if I start playing any other Atlas games, I'm gonna be addicted to just Atlas, and I want to expand. I want to play more than just Atlas games. But it intrigued me so much that I put out that poll, and here we are. I beat Metaphor ReFantazio, and it is now my favorite video game of all time. I'm so sorry, Persona 5 Royal. You had that crown for... When did I play you? I played Persona 5. I think I played it for the first time in 2021. So it's been holding up to that throne for 4 years, almost. So as of right now, my top 3 are Metaphor ReFantazio, Persona 5 Royal, Nier Automata. Those are my favorite video games of all time. I don't know what else to say other than thank you to anyone who's watching the entire journey. Thank you to anyone who subscribed to me because of this journey. And the next journey is going to be Danganronpa. That's going to be the next long journey. I currently have a plan for a schedule, but I'm working a little bit more this week, so I'm gonna give all the details once I'm done with that. Tuesday is when I'm back to normal. So Tuesday I should be able to, or maybe Tuesday that week, I should be able to like announce and have like a schedule up. Because unfortunately, I don't have it. I don't have enough views to make this a job yet. So yeah, that's just it for me right now. The next journey, the next long journey is Danganronpa. I'm currently playing Devil May Cry 4. about a third of the way through that. And after that, we Devil May Cry 5. So that's what you can look forward to now. And hold on, what's the next small game? Small, yeah. Because there's Danganronpa is the big game. The next short game after Devil May Cry is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Since I'm almost done with Devil May Cry 2. So a new era is about to dawn upon my channel. The Danganronpa Final Fantasy VII Rebirth era. The great
Dear
seeker
guest,
filler up.
From a world I shall never know. In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you.
It will.
With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Oh, okay. What is that?
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah. A new journey now beckons. In days of Eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown.
I'm so happy Maria's here.
Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Fantasy lives on. Well, I guess that's the official end now. Once again, thank you to anyone who was watching. Thank you to anyone who was on with this journey. Next up, Danganronpa. Goodbye. How many hours? 89 hours, 14 minutes.